There once was a very imaginative and lucky little girl named Seema. She had the perfect life. She lived in a fantastic city. She had understanding and loving parents. Her classmates and teachers all liked and supported her. Even strangers would go out of their way to help her. "You're a very lucky girl, Seema," her mother would say and smile. "Why do you always say that?" asked Seema. "Because you always get what you want," explained her mother. "Never forget that." Anytime Seema wanted something, she would just think about it and it would eventually come to pass. If she was in the mood for ice cream, she would just think about how nice it would be to have some after dinner. She would think about it and think about it. That night, the family would have dinner, and afterwards her mother might say, "Hey, why don't we take a walk over to the ice cream parlor for a treat?" Or the ice cream truck would go down her street instead of the one it normally went down. Seema went about her life, making jokes and having fun. She was very happy. Until one day, she saw something horrible. Something that no one should ever see. Someone was picking their nose! Ah! Yuck! What was wrong with them? Seema could not get the image out of her mind. She saw it even though the person was long gone. She thought about it and thought about it. It made her very angry. Why would someone do such a thing, she asked. Didn't their parents teach them how to behave, she demanded. Then she talked about it and talked about it. Seema loved lions and wanted very badly to see one up close. She watched nature shows and drew lions on the inside of all of her notebooks. I love lions, she thought. One day, Seema's teacher announced that the whole class would be going on a trip to the zoo. This made Seema very happy. She got permission from her parents and a little bit of money to buy her lunch on the day of the trip. All the children got on the bus. Seema sat beside the new boy in the class. His name was Henry. Henry was different, and Seema imagined not very clean. They had not been on the bus for more than 10 minutes when Henry began to pick his nose. "Ah, disgusting! Stop picking your nose!" Seema screamed out at Henry. She was so loud that the other children heard it. Everyone looked at Henry. The teacher came over and told Seema to be quiet. "But Mrs." Seema said. "No, Seema," said the teacher. She took Henry by the hand and said, "Come sit with me." "Why is everyone mad at me? He's the dirty one," she thought. Seema was very sad and looked out the window. She saw that in every second car there was a driver sitting and picking his nose. Seema felt powerless. At the zoo, Seema just sat alone and looked very sad. "Why is this happening to me?" she thought. "What have I done to deserve such a horrible life? Why do I have to see these people?" Her friend Sabina went over to her. Sabina was a very wise and happy-go-lucky girl. "Why are you sad, Seema?" she asked. "The Nosepickers. They're everywhere," she answered, feeling sadder than before. "Oh, Seema," said Sabina, "you needn't worry about it. Forget about them." Seema tried to forget, but the more she tried, the more she saw. She asked her mother for advice. "The more you think about it, the more you will see." "Don't think about them," said her mother. Seema tried and saw even more. "Oh no," she thought, "I'm losing my mind. All day I think about and see Nosepickers. I can't live like this." Seema asked her classmates for advice. A cheerful young boy named Dirk gave her the solution she was looking for. "Look at all the good things," he said. Seema heard this, but was not sure. What is good about a life full of Nosepickers, she thought. But she decided to try it. Seema thought about her parents. That made her happy. She thought about her classmates and her teachers, and that made her even happier. She thought about the city that she lived in and all of the people who helped her. Then she realized that she was a very lucky little girl, and she should have been happy all along. Days went by without any nose pickers, then weeks, and then months. Then one day, she saw one and laughed. She laughed so loud that the nose picker stopped to see what the matter was. That was the day that Seema understood why her mother told her never to forget that she always gets what she wants. By holding the picture of the nose pickers in her mind and feeling strongly about them, she brought them into her life.